Hello, I am Nandini and this is my app MuseMind which help us to create story and poem depending on genre which we want to generate. This app uses LLM models to generate app and we have used React for front end and Flask for backend. There we can store the stories and the poems also. Let's go through the project. My app is running on port 3000. Here we could sign up if we have not created an account or login. First start with the sign up. For example, let's add a new mail which I have not used. Password. Sign up. After signing up, we are after sign up we move to the main page where we could write what we have, the starting or ending of the story. For example, I write let's select the genre fantasy and romance and let's select the type poem. As we can see, our poem and our image is being generated. We have to wait for some time. So here we have no stories right now, so it's empty. But when we generate a story, we could see the stories which we have generated or the poems. As we could see the image generated for our story, we could see the generated content here. We could see in your stories the story which we have generated, it is being saved. If we go to filter stories, we could see like the story which we have created is there. The poem is now empty, but we could generate a poem. We could see in your stories the story which we have generated, it is being saved. If we go to filter stories, we could see like the story which we have created is there. The poem is now empty, but we could generate a poem. We could see the poem being generated, and when we move to save, the image is being generated, but it doesn't prompt, like we could save it while the image is being generated in the background. Now we could see the poem being also generated. We could see the poem and the story which we have generated. Now we could sign out if we want. We could log out if we want. Then we are directed to the sign up page. We can log in again. For example, this was, so we could log in. We could see story poem which we have generated and the poems and the story. This is the home page. So this was our app for story and image generation with the help of AI.